Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I sent her the message and she. That's what I got for her.
Yes, right, yeah, this one. Council meeting on Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. Rise of the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
of the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
justice for all.
Clerk, can you have roll call, please?
First District Councilwoman Monica Gonzalez. Here. Third District Councilman Terrence Hill.
Here,
Fourth District Councilwoman Stacy Winfield. Fifth District Councilman Robert Garcia.
Present.
Sixth District Councilwoman Gilda Orange. Councilman at Large Dwayne Rancifer.
Present.
Councilwoman at Large Vanessa Hernandez Orange. Present. Councilman at Large Kenneth Monroe.
Present.
Council President Lenny Francisco.
Present. I have a motion to accept the minutes of the regular scheduled meeting for Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. President. Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilwoman Winfield. Do I have any questions on the motion? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Gonzalez. Yes. Hill.
yes,
Winfield. Yes. Garcia.
Yes.
Orange. Yes. Rancifer.
Yes.
Hernandez Orange. Yes. Monroe.
Yes.
Francisco.
Yes. Do I have any communications from the mayor?
No.
Any communications from department heads?
Yes. Account payable warrants 120125 CC. 120225 CC. 121025 CC. 121025 LA.
So move, Mr. President.
Second. Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Monroe to accept the accounts payable warrants. Do you have any questions on the motion? Now, clerk, roll call, please.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia.
No.
Orange,
Yes.
Yes.
Ransford, Hernandez on,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Franceschi.
Yes.
Payroll warrant biweekly 120525. Payroll warrant monthly 120125. And payroll warrant miscellaneous 120525.
So move, Mr. President.
Second. Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Monroe to accept the payroll warrants. Do you have any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Hernandez on,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Franceschi.
Yes. Do we have any committee reports? Moving on, do we have any board reports?
We have the board appointment, redevelopment, 2 positions, 3 applicants. Delana Valdez Medina, Judy Nava, and Randall Arts.
What the clerk will do, will go to each council person and you will say your 2 votes. Vote on the line. You can start that with.
Gonzalez,
Valdez, Medina, and Nava.
Hill,
Artist and Nava.
Winfield,
Medina and Artis.
Garcia,
Medina and Artis.
Orange,
Artis and Nava.
Ransford,
Artis. Nava.
Hernandez Orange,
Nava and Artis.
Monroe,
Medina and Artis.
Francisco.
Medina and Novel.
I have 7 for artists, 6 for Nava, and 5 for Valdez.
2 appointees will be Valdez Medina and,
No,
I'm sorry,
Artis.
Ms. Judy Nava and, Mr. Randall Artis.
with the jury board. We have 1 entry, Folks. Anita T. Folks.
And we were gonna listen to the other applicant.
Sorry.
Point of order.
Councilwoman Gonzalez.
From what I understand, we only have 1 person that followed the procedure. So there should be only 1 vote.
Mr. President.
Councilman Hill.
Yeah, I thought Ms. Warner, I was given some misinformation by Attorney Snow, but she did submit her information today. But like I say, Attorney Snow gave us some misinformation, and he doesn't even represent us. So she was very confused, and she was on the board for us the previous year.
I understand that as well, Councilman, but Attorney Snow does not represent us.
Yeah, that's what I know.
So I don't know why, that. It's almost shame on her for listening to him. I mean, he doesn't represent us. He has nothing to do with this council.
Yeah, but didn't
Ms. Orange.
did Judy submit it? Didn't Miss shit. Did somebody submit her papers today through email to us?
No, that's incorrect.
Oh wow.
Councilwoman Hernandez Orange.
It is unfortunate that Ms. Warner did receive the wrong information. Again, that is the library board's attorney, not our attorney. And I feel extremely bad to not be able to vote for Ms. Warner because she is one of our board appointees that always comes to each meeting. And I respect the fact that she's able to, that she comes and represents well. Unfortunately, if we set precedents of allowing individuals to come after the fact, then that's gonna continue. I did send a text message to her this morning. I happen to go to the school district. They also have 2 appointments. One is currently open. They explained to me that no one has applied for the appointment last month and no one has applied this month. I did send this morning that information, because she's a great representative of anyone. Unfortunately, because of the fact that it was afterwards and I hate that it was left to someone else, this is why I unfortunately can't allow that.
I understand.
Excuse me, Councilman Ransford.
Yes, so my question is, President, actually, am I allowed to make a motion? And bring up a vote board?
No, you're not. There was a procedure there at hand that they gave her ample time to submit, just like all the other applicants did. Unfortunately, and I do agree with Councilman Hernandez Orange. She is a great board member, but unfortunately, it did not. She did not follow the procedure that we put in place to elect her.
Maybe she needs to file a complaint against.
Excuse me, Councilwoman
I
Orange.
would like to ask the clerk's office, sort of the people that are already in the position. Is there a letter or anything sent to them saying that it's time to renew?
It is posted for the vacancies.
That kind of answer my question.
It's not emailed to them, it is posted in the city hall and at the clerk's office.
Because I think that from now on, the ones that's in the present position should at least get a letter saying you must reapply.
Exactly.
Because I think that especially like in Ms. Warren's case, she may not have known that you have to reapply every year or when it is. And sometimes, I mean, if you don't come into City Hall, you'll see it. If you don't go to the clerk's office, you don't see it.
I did pull her certification when she was sworn in the last time, and it states that it's a 4-year term. And she was given about 4 years ago.
I mean, I'm not trying to get on you, but I just think that.
Unfortunately, it's sad, you know,
Yeah.
it's just sad, but moving forward, Madam Clerk, can we make sure that we do that to every board member? That actually send them out a letter to let them know that they're, you know, the community will be up, so they know to apply. Councilman Bransford.
So, question, if, and this is probably addressed to Attorney Jones, if the one candidate does not, what happens?
That would be probably the question for the.
I only heard the first part. You said if the one candidate,
If she does not receive the proper votes to get on the committee, where will we go from there?
well, you have to vote for the committee tonight, so you've got one candidate.
She don't get the 5 votes.
You only need one.
You have only one candidate, so
Councilman Garcia.
Yeah, Attorney Jones, I have a question. If these procedures are changed, are we open up to lawsuits
what for what though?
if we change the procedure?
What I guess what are you asking to change, because you need to vote.
If they change, if they want to change it.
Make a motion to add her.
Well, the application wasn't in on time,
Correct.
so she's not a valid applicant. Unfortunately, I don't know what information was given to her by Nick Snow that none of this I was aware of, but you don't have another application in front of you.
No, my only question was if this council changes the procedure for it right now, are we open up to lawsuits? That's all.
I would not advise changing the procedure.
Councilwoman Garcia, Gonzalez, so.
Oh, I was just gonna reiterate what Attorney Jones said. That's all.
Councilwoman Winfield.
I'm just trying to get an understanding, because it could have been with Ms. Maldonado being new as our secretary. Maybe, Ms. Daniels probably notified the library when the position was gonna be posted, and that's probably where the mix-up came in. Because if they submitted a letter for it and she didn't know, no one, she did like, Councilwoman Moore said, if she doesn't go to City Hall, she doesn't go to the clerk's office. Was it on the website?
I'm not sure.
Who would have put the posting?
I posted at, the clerk's office. And I believe, either Roslyn or Wilma posted here at City Hall.
So not on the website. So she would have known. I'm just thinking that Ms. Daniels may have
I have,
notified.
I've never been told to know, to.
Right, I know, you know, yeah, because you knew.
No, on the website, I'm saying, I was never told to post anything on the website. Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Winfield,
Abstain.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange, Ransiford,
Same.
Hernandez Orange,
Yes.
Monroe,
Same.
Francisci.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Councilman Hill.
yeah, it was very unfortunate. If I was Miss Warner, I'd file a complaint on Attorney Snow. Because he really gave us some misinformation. Although she shouldn't have listened to her, she should have probably called one of us and we could have gave her the correct information. So it's just an unfortunate situation because she sure represented us very well. All right, thank you.
She did. Councilwoman Hernandez Orange.
I just want to state, if you would like, a reference letter, I think for the or for the appointment for the school board, I'm sure that as a whole, we would be there to support that.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Clerk, do we have any ordinances on first reading?
We do not,
Do we have any ordinances on second reading?
we do not.
Any ordinances on third reading?
Yes, ordinance 25-0021, sponsor Mayor Anthony Copeland, an ordinance creating and establishing the TIF Supplier Business Park Area Fund 4453.
So moved, Mr. President.
Second.
Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilwoman Gonzalez. To hear ordinance 25-0021 on third reading. Have any questions on the motion? Madam Clerk, roll call please.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Ransiford.
Yeah.
Hernandez Orange,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Francisci.
Yes. Do we have any resolutions?
Yes, we do. We have one. Resolution 25-0019, sponsor Councilwoman Stacy Winfield. A resolution of the Common Council of the City of East Chicago concerning a petition for special use variance to allow for a scrap metal recycling on the property commonly known as 4450 Euclid Ave.
So moved, Mr. President.
Second.
Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilwoman Winfield. The resolution 25-0019. Have any questions on the motion? Councilwoman Winfield.
I just like my colleagues to support me. This resolution came from the BZA board. I was present, Councilman Ransiford, and there was a representative, well, she wasn't representing, but there was a school board trustee that is not representing the school board, but that was in attendance on Zoom that was not in favor of the scrap yard due to it, the hospital being in the area, the community. You have the Locke Stadium and the Little League. There's a concern where scrap noise will be going on. They spoke and said that would not happen, but the BZA was firm on not supporting this resolution, and I asked my colleagues to join in with me and support me in not supporting it. I don't know, colleague Westford, you want to make a statement?
No, I was, obviously, I attended that meeting as well, and just the concerns that were raised by both you and myself and a lot of the members of the board. I just am not in approval.
Mr. President?
Councilman Hill?
Yeah, I'm not in for that because I have one on 151st, man, and sometimes in the middle of the night, that's all you hear is all kind of noise from that scrapyard to over there on 151st. I even had James to go over there and to talk to them about the operation. So I'm not for it. Thank you.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please. Councilman Hill?
I just wanted to make a clarification. So when we're voting for this Attorney Jones, when we're voting in favor of this resolution, the resolution is to deny, if that's correct.
Correct. The resolution in the therefore clause, the last paragraph, it's to deny the variance.
Councilwoman Hernandez Orange?
I just want to thank our BCA representatives for giving us the information from that meeting. The other thing is we received this item today, and doing due diligence would be to even know your community. You stated that in this item, it says George Washington Elementary. That's not what it is. It's the administration building. George Washington Elementary is down the block. The other thing is that we're doing research on a situation. And if I look at this whole entire document, there's no references. So if I'm trying to find a way to put my business, I'm going to give you references and more. Take the time out to have your business come to us, because at the end of the day, regardless if it's noise pollution and or pollution in the air, it's affecting our community that we live in. I live 2 blocks down from this place, and one of my aunts, actually 3 blocks down, one of my aunts lives there literally a block away and has had cancer, and who knows what pollutants could come from this. So obviously I'm no.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Winfield,
Yeah.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes. Oh,
Ransford,
Yeah.
Hernandez Orange,
yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Franciski.
Yes. Moving on, do we have any old business? Councilman Garcia?
Yeah, you know what, I just wanna say, People's Turkey Drive, we got Ron here. This year I worked over there, and that's such a huge event. And it brings people together from Northwest Indiana. I just wanna give props to Ms. Swan. And there's an operation that is unbelievable, large, people that come from all over, and nations that come from all. It's awesome. I know a couple of council people, 3 or 4 council people here, there that day, they're all coming out too, but Juan, awesome job.
Councilwoman Hernandez Orange?
Yes, I would like to just bring back from the table ordinance 250015 and 250016.
Motion. Motion was made by Councilwoman Hernandez Orange, seconded by Councilwoman Orange. Bring back ordinance 25-0015 and ordinance 25-0016. Councilwoman Hernandez Orange.
Yes, so this ordinance was actually, we tabled it about a month ago. We had our attorney Already, who was supposed to bring forward individuals from Indianapolis to discuss the stormwater. He is here today. If we could have, you could just come in and let us know what.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions on the motion, motion for ordinance 25-0015, 25-0016? Roll call, please.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Hernandez on,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Franceschi.
Yes.
Make a motion for ordinance 250015 to be heard on, and do both together, just one at a time. 250015 on the first reading,
Already passed.
second reading.
Second.
A motion was made by Councilwoman Hernandez Orange, seconded by Councilwoman Gonzalez. To ordinance 25-0015 on second reading. Do I have any questions on the motion? Councilman Garcia?
Yeah, I knew this, we was gonna hear this today and pass one second reading. I would have, like to have the information in front of me, I ain't got the information in front of me, so I could take a educated, decision on it. But I kind of knew that this child already in the near future to discuss this, but I can't go on because I ain't got no information. If I would know, different story. That's all.
Sorry for the miscommunication. I did send a detailed email. By the way, Joe Alberti,
Can we get to the mic, please?
Joe Alberti Law Department. I'm here with Andre Riley, Baker Tilly. Baker Tilly is the financial advisor for the East Chicago Sanitary District Board of Sanitary Commissioners and East Chicago Board of Directors of the Department of Stormwater Management. They're the two ordinances being considered on second reading by the council. I did send a detailed, somewhat detailed explanation of the, I think, a defense of describing the need for the two ordinances, why they're urging the council to consider them. If it didn't get to you, Councilman Garcia, I apologize. Mr. Riley is here to discuss briefly the substance of the two ordinances, which are to amend the stormwater fees and the sewer user fees, sewer user charges of the sanitary.
Evening, Andre Riley with Baker Tilly, principal out of Indianapolis. I've been in the utility industry for about 25 years. So over the last 10 years, I've worked with the utilities of the water and sanitary stormwater financings and also rate adjustments. So I'm going to talk about the two ordinances and kind of what was our analysis as quickly as I can. Again, what be considered of your time.
If you could just talk about the one ordinance we voted on.
Okay, so you just want me to talk about the one ordinance. So yes, that's the wastewater ordinance, Mr. Garcia. So to level set and give a little bit of history. So back in 2016, 2015, 2016, the utility, the sanitary district, wastewater division adjusted rates through two phases in 2016. And that set the stage to allow for improvements to be made to the sanitary district that were a requirement of the EPA. The sanitary district has an agreed order to comply with certain provisions of the Clean Water Act. So as you could imagine, when you treat water and then it goes back into a body of stream, which is the Grand Calumet River. And so there's this ordinance will deal with not only taking care foundationally and operationally just to keep the utility on a sound plane on a day-to-day basis, but also deal with other provisions of the Clean Water Act and the agreed order. There's $60 million of projects that need to be done to comply with that agreed order, compliance order by 2031. We're in 2026 or almost 2026. So there's other projects that need to be done beyond that, but again, there's a time horizon. Also, from a foundational perspective, when we were looking at our analysis on how we got to these rate adjustments over a 4-year period, one, we wanted to be considerate of the residential customers. At the very least, they're the bulk of the customers, and also they vote. But also, we wanted to shift some of the costs to some of the larger users. The sanitary district, about 70% of the revenues come from those large users. And they're going to benefit from those improvements more than the residential customers. So we're trying to do some shifts. So a little bit of on the foundational perspective is in 2022, when the rates were passed by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission instead of the council, which by statute, the council is allowed to make adjustments in the sanitary rates, that there was an expectation that about $9 million a year was going to be generated from the sanitary district wastewater division. Currently, those revenues are projected to be $3 million less. And the biggest reason for that is because through those negotiations, instead of going through the local process, had to go downstate to get an agreement or settlement. There was some cost shift back to the residential customers and into a penalty. That penalty is no longer being generated because that user cleaned up what they had to do. That was about $1 million. And then those large users have cut their usage. So their usage is down about 40%, but you still have these improvements that you need to make. So if we can do it through the local process, we can shift some costs back to those users, those larger users, away from the residential customers, or at least be considerate of them in these rate adjustments, and also comply with all the things that need to be done for the sanitary district, and also to keep them solvent. I'll add one more point or two more points. Currently, the sanitary district is in violation of their bond covenants. They need to have certain revenues. Those revenues are not being generated. And so the bondholders can call the bonds and say that we want to get paid today. You got two bonds outstanding, one on the open market and one with the state development home fund program. And then the other thing is figure out what the other item was, but I think the big thing is the bond covenants. Mr. Garcia, happy to answer any questions.
Yes, in the ordinance, do you have the provision that states the Clean Water Act, what we got to improve?
I don't believe so.
And you, I guess, and also, and industrial use is a lot. Can we charge more for industrial use?
In this one, so the way the rate structure is set up right now is by meter size. So if you have a larger meter, which most of them do, they have an 8-inch, 12-inch, 10-inch, you charge them more because the capacity of the sewer is bigger for them to send their sewer. And then they take in more flow. So based on thousands of gallons that they use, then naturally they get charged more. But when you do an analysis the way we did a cost of service study, we try to be just fair and equitable, which means we're going to charge the users that are using the system their appropriate share. Through settlement with they can lawyer up the industrial group, they lawyered up and they got more favorable terms, which was to the detriment of the residential customers. We do it locally, there's less chance of that happening, which means you have to go through district court. I'll let Joe kind of speak to that. Go through district court, it's a lot harder than going to the IRC, and you're not going to get as favorable terms. So we did do an analysis where if we had to go downstate, you're looking at residential's paying probably about $5 more per each phase over the period. And that just doesn't seem rational, because what you do is you allow them to have a seat at the table at the state, and then they can just, wait you out and spend more money than the city would. And that just doesn't seem like an optimal situation.
What's the percentage rate it's going up for residential?
So I think I could. So we have it phased in over a 4-year period. Again, when we did the analysis, we were looking at 25, but we're really looking at 26. So imagine 26 through.
Yeah, I probably said.
Not a problem.
Here, I would.
Yeah, so not a problem. So in each phase, and again, it's a little bit different based on how much you use, because a residential user could use 2,000, they could use 5,000, and the percentage is going to go different. But let's just say you use 5,000 gallons per year. I mean, per month, excuse me. It's about $3.70 in the first year. In the next year, it's about $6. In the next year, in 2020, let's call it 2028, it's about $3. And then in 2029, nine, it would be about $4.
So they stack on top of each other.
Yeah, so we
9.
yeah, so a total of about, it's about $13, $14. Now, that's just for the wastewater piece. Obviously, we can talk about stormwater. But that percentage, I think in total, that first year is about 16%. The other years are much smaller. But what's happening with the industrial group is their first year is 42% instead of 16%. We go downstate, we're not gonna get that favorable term. So,
Councilman Gonzalez?
So
Yes, sir.
this is state enacted, right? You're telling me that it's state, it has to be for state ordered?
so the $60 million of projects are through the agreed order you have with the EPA tonight. Thou shall do these projects that comply with the Clean Water Act, because there's discharges going into bodies of water that there shouldn't.
Right, and so that's really important that we know, or that our residents know, that because we have an obligation to the state to make sure our water is clean, this is the reason. We're just not doing it just to do it, in other words.
Because eventually, I mean, to comply with that 2031 date, let's say that you don't comply, there's delays of things like that. They could start charging fines, other things. I think there's already been conversations around what they could be. They've been passed along. That's as long as, the city moves forward with these projects. Again, I think from a foundational operational perspective, I think doing it through the local process where you have much more control instead of state regulators telling you what you can and cannot do, at least from a rate increase. Now the projects, there's no negotiations around that, maybe around timing a little bit, maybe a year or two. But I think when it comes to control, I think it better rests here with the council than downstate. The last time we went downstate, didn't get favorable terms. The time before that, we get local control back in 2016. And things went smooth. So.
Any other questions? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
Abstain.
Orange,
Yes.
Francis,
Yes.
Hernandez on,
Yes.
Monroe,
Abstain.
Francisco.
Yes. We move on to the next ordinance, please.
I make a motion
Yes.
for approval of ordinance 250016 on second reading.
Motion was made by Councilwoman Hernandez Orange, seconded by Councilwoman Winfield, to ordinance 25-0016 on second reading. Have any questions on the motion? Councilman Garcia?
When you get to the explanation, we'll explain it.
Going to make just one quick statement, process for amending stormwater.
Mike.
Process for amending stormwater fees is pretty much the same for amending sewer user charges. However, only the common council through ordinance can amend stormwater fees. At the IURC, the Utility Regulatory Commission has no jurisdiction to do that. So if you're interested in the hybrid plan of basically subsidizing sewer user charges by increasing the stormwater fees, it has to come from the council. It won't happen from the IURC.
Thank you, Joe. Stormwater is.
Sorry.
No, it's completely okay. Stormwater and wastewater combined. So you have a combined system. And back in 2013, again, a little bit of a foundational history. Back in 2013, there was a decision made at the time to carve out a piece of the stormwater since combined system, whether it's rainwater or wastewater coming out of businesses, homes, industry, goes to the treatment plant, gets treated, and then, clean water goes back in the Grant County. And so with this, again, this local option allows us to, again, create not really a new user class, but treat those large users based on their parcel size. Because rainwater, like if it doesn't go into the ground, impervious areas, so you're talking concrete screws, whatever. And they have more of it than a residential. So what we're able to do is shift, again, those costs. We wouldn't be able to do this downstate. So we're shifting those costs over to those larger users because again, they have more impact on the infrastructure. And so we are setting up the rates. Again, there is a consideration to the residential. There is a bit of an increase. I think it's about $8 first year for 2 and 2 and 2, I believe. And again, here we're trying to do a hybrid approach. Again, be considerate of the residential customers, take care of the infrastructure that needs to be done to comply with the Clean Water Act, and then also take care of operations. So again, we're shifting some of those costs where we think they're just fair and equitable based on impervious or their land area for some of those larger users. So again, happy to dive more into those details, but yes, sir.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes, you mentioned parcel size, so is it parcel size or sewer?
So the current structure is all based on the type of property. So whether there's also considerations to schools, churches, because so it's based on property type. So as the property type gets, which you would imagine gets larger, so the industrial. Yeah, so right now it's based on their meter size. So they're really kind of getting a break because stormwater shouldn't be based on meter size. Again, I can't speak to why it was set up that way initially. A lot of things are set up and then you try to correct for them in the future, right? And so now what we're trying to do is more common factor is impervious area, which would align better with, okay, all this stormwater, it goes into the sewer, then it gets treated, but if it's dropping on that property, they should take care of it, not based on the meter size, because their water take doesn't matter what's stormwater. So we're trying to adjust that, and again, that shifts costs away from the residential customers, those large property owners. So hopefully that answers the question.
Any other quick, Councilwoman Hernandez Orange?
I just wanted to make a point, I know last time when we passed the first ordinance, that ordinance stated that it was the city of Hobart. So we can make sure that for the passage of the second, it says city of East Chicago within the ordinance.
Now,
Councilwoman Hurst.
Attorney, Allegretti, can you send that to us like tomorrow?
You.
Sure, of course.
Yeah. Represent too many.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Yes, please.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes.
Garcia.
Abstain.
Orange.
Yes.
Rancifer.
Yes.
Hernandez Orange.
Yes.
Monroe. Franciski.
Yes. Any other new business?
I would just like to correct the record. When I stated the 4 phases, it's really 4, 2, 2, and 1. So unfortunately, I dealt with them. So much less for residential.
What was?
Stormwater, the last.
Okay.
Councilwoman Gonzalez.
I just wanted to,
Thank you.
I just wanted to, do a prequel to what Mr. Bakota, is coming up to talk to you about in our, public expression. We talked before about, making railroad the truck route instead of Indianapolis Boulevard. Since then, I have talked to Representative Harris, so he is going to look into it. Mr. Bakota is gonna present us with maps and see what you guys think. I guess too, since we're in the first district, the second district, we see how the rate of traffic is down Indianapolis Boulevard, and because it is one lane, and our residents do like that it's one lane because they're able to park, they're not getting sideswiped. But also, if you are caught by a train, a truck, 2 trucks take over a block. So it is really in our best interest if we do have railroad as the truck route and come around, and that would alleviate a lot of the traffic. So that's just a prequel to what Mr. Porter's gonna say. Thank you.
Any other?
Mr. President, is this new business?
This is old business right now.
All right, thank you.
Any other old business? Moving on to new business?
Yes. Yeah, Mr. President, I'd just like to warn my colleagues and let my colleagues know and anybody else, man, COVID, for a health reason, COVID is still out here. So if you go around a group of people, please wear your mask. That's why I'm not at the meeting today, because I caught COVID by being around a group of people over the weekend here in this city. So please be careful. We're going to have to start wearing those masks again, because it ain't no good feeling.
Thank you. Any other new business? Councilwoman Winfield?
I'd just like to announce my lunch with Santa and myself, December 20th at our secret location. The deadline to register is December 14th, this Sunday, and ask the residents of the 4th District to please sign your children up. They will receive lunch and a gift from myself and few other people. Gonna have a good time. 4th District residents, be on the lookout this year.
You better bring some masks.
Any other new business? Moving on to public expression. Please keep your comments to 3 minutes. Referring to any abusive language to the audience, council members, and community. I do have 2. Your second, Mr. Dakota.
Say the best for that.
First, we have Mrs. Tina Flower.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Tina. I'm the owner of Tina Flower Ministry. We are a women's ministry that we're professional women that organize a ministry that help women that are homeless, women that live out on the streets, East Chicago and surrounding areas. We help women that spend all day at McDonald's. We have been around since 2018. We originated out of Hammond, Indiana. The facility that we came out of, it was too small because we've grown. So we purchased property in East Chicago, Indiana. We purchased a building from redevelopment code enforcement and intent of, letting more women come in so we can service them. We have a problem. And the problem is that we have a $80,000 structure issue. We have a $17,000 plumbing issue, $20,000 electrical issue. We were ticketed by the code violators, which we don't understand because they want to sold us the building and they're the code violators. So we have women that are laying around the building because they can't come in. We can't get a grant. We can't get no funding because we have a code violation. So we need help in opening up this facility so we can service women and provide our services for these women. So we have talked to redevelopment. They told us to talk to the mayor's office. The mayor tells us to talk to redevelopment. We don't know what to do. We lose the money. Women out here are homeless, without food, without our services, without resources. That's all I have to say. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Mr. John Dooley.
Thank you. John McCoy, I live at 4119 Barry. Mr. President, can I pass these on?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I appeared before the council before on this same issue at Indianapolis Boulevard traffic. I've seen traffic after a train would pass by would back up with 3 city miles. And when a semi is at standstill, to get back up to when you start moving, get back up to the posted speed limit. It may take a whole city block anymore. And this traffic is all backed up. By that time, they've been hit another life. On the mapping, you'll see Indianapolis Boulevard from Columbus Drive to 152nd, which encompasses the all single lane. There's 11 traffic lights plus a railroad crossing. A detour, now whether it's only a truck or it's all vehicles could take this bypass. It would be McShane Drive to Railroad, 152nd, and that would take them back to Indianapolis Boulevard. There's only 6 traffic lights and no railroad. So the distance may be a little longer, but the time-wise would be a lot faster. I'm sure truckers would be happy with that. I mean, go for a truck bypass may run into problems with the state. I mean, if we made it all vehicle bypass, that would reduce traffic and possibly reduce trucks just by a choice, their choice. And I would like signage at the McShane, Indianapolis Boulevard intersection, and one at 152nd and Indianapolis Boulevard, reading alternate express back to Indianapolis Boulevard. So it'd just be a bypass as it's marked on your map. The green is the McShane Drive Railroad, and the Indianapolis Boulevard from Columbus to 152nd is the orange. So, I'd appreciate your influence on it. My Councilman Monica's been working on it. I thank you for that, Monica. And so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Juan Fernandez.
Evening, Council, Juan Fernandez, 1311 Constantine Boulevard, from Chicago, Illinois. Want to say thank you guys for helping out and for the Thanksgiving event we had. This year we fed 700 families, 630 got turkeys and all the sides and everything. We had also 70 bags donated from the church out in Valparaiso that had, each bag had a $25 gift card that we were able to give seniors throughout Lake County. With that, we got 181 families got a Thanksgiving dinner in Chicago. Throughout the city, we got a lot of names from Township and School City. We also had over 6 churches in Chicago that got help. One towards Calumet, one in the south side, one in the 2 on the north side, and I believe 2 or 3 in the harbor. I'm not for sure exact on that number, but it was over 6 churches that we gave 10 turkeys and the size for the congregation. We also gave, I believe, like 24 bags to the seniors in the senior building in the harbor. The bags that had gift cards in it. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the volunteers and a lot of people from Chicago. I just want to say again, thank you to Monica and Stacy for helping out on that day. On that Saturday, people from Chesterton that I know that were there said, hey, them 2 councilmen were out there getting their hands dirty. They were making sure they were working their butts off. So I'm happy to hear that people from outside the city have some positive to say about our council people. I want to thank Robert Garcia because Robert Garcia was delivering all day Sunday. He was there all day hearing me complain all day about everything and also delivering. A lot of my community work comes from someone like Yoda who helped me want to become a community organizer, her and Hank and the mayor. So without that seat, I wouldn't be able to do what I was doing. I want to thank Ransford. I know you had a lot to do and you were delivering. I mean, you helped out a lot of families and you still help me out, and I appreciate that. But I said you helped me out a lot with YMCA, and you helped out making sure volunteers didn't get lost in the building, and you were making sure that you were directing traffic the whole morning, and you were also helping out on that line as well. Me and Mr. Kenny didn't get together, but we will get together next year. I want to thank Terry Hill as well. I hope you feel better, Councilman. And I got a lot of people that I know that live towards the Calumet area that said that Terry helped them out for Thanksgiving. I appreciate that because that means also we didn't have to help out more families. We were able to help out other families because we knew him and Ransford, Councilman, were helping a lot of people. Thank you, Mr. Lenny, for helping out as well. And I just want to say that next year we're going to hit 1,000 families. It's going to cost us like $27,000 to do it, but we're going to get there. We're at 700 this year. God first, and we'll get it. And I just want to thank you guys again. Humbly, I appreciate you guys and everything. I'm happy about you guys and everyone in the community. We had 200 volunteers come towards East Chicago. A lot of kids from School City. A lot of kids from School City helped out, and that is important to me because we always a lot of kids have this, this negative, attitude towards the East Chicago youth. And they proved a lot of people wrong that day. And next year, even if you guys don't donate, if you guys can come out and, make sure you keep your hands dirty like the councilwoman here and councilman did, I greatly appreciate it. It means everything to me, but it's also because we're helping out so many people. And I just want to thank you guys again. Thank you.
Thank you.
A motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Ransford. Roll call, please.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes.
Garcia,
Sí, señor.
Orange,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Hernandez, Orange,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Francisci.
Yes, good night.
Good night.
No.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.